Hello and welcome back to Siona Sunshine Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a love tarot reading for the sign Aries. How I'm going to do it today is it's going to be basically like a storyline. So we'll see if it resonates with you and if you can get any good advice from it. Alright, so Aries, we'll start with how your person is feeling, and I'm just gonna do like this. Okay, so it looks like your person has something to tell you or to say to you. Okay, so it looks like the person that you're dealing with has something to tell you, like I said, or to say to you, and they're going to be coming in with some kind of message perhaps, or they made some sort of decision to go somewhere, do something with you. That makes any sense. Here we have the Sun of Swords and how they're feeling. So they feel like coming down towards you. And how you're feeling, and you could be aware of this or unaware of this, but it appears that you aren't necessarily paying attention. Like I said, it could be that you're not aware of this, but you're not really paying attention to your own, if that makes sense. Like, it looks like you are in a state where you're not protecting yourself as you should, or you are perhaps giving too much to this person. There could not be a good balance in this relationship, or this person could kind of be someone who takes advantage of others perhaps, or it's just necessarily that you aren't protecting your energy, you aren't protecting your money, you aren't protecting the things that are important to you in this relationship. Yeah, like I said, like you could just be devoting too much of your attention to this person and not paying enough attention to yourself and your needs and what needs to happen for you. That makes sense. So, but this person just could be kind of, it seems like they were kind of busy doing something else. This person that you're dealing with could be kind of flighty and like goes from one thing to the next very quickly. So it could be that this person was kind of mentally somewhere else or physically somewhere else, but now they're coming back towards you. Like they're initiating if they had it in the past, or they're going to, or they want to. That's what's in their current feelings. So, current energies of this relationship, or this thing, and this thing that you guys have going on, there could be a sense of, there could be a lack of a sense of camaraderie between you guys. Like there could be some kind of emotional distance, either that or in the past there may have been a third party in this situation, so someone could have been dealing with someone else, and now they are getting rid of that other person, or you are getting rid of that other person, and so it's just you two, so that there's not a third party in this situation. Could be that, or for some people it's going to be that there might be either you or the person that you're dealing with could kind of be missing a sense of fun in this relationship. It's not necessarily that the relationship is stale, but there's not as much. If you guys are past the honeymoon phase, or you've known each other for a while or something, someone feels like there's a lack of excitement, or there's a lack of like party. Like someone misses partying, or someone misses or wants to go party, or feels a lack of a party, or doesn't want to party anymore. So like if at one point you guys were, one of you, this person or you, was really into going out, partying and stuff like that, maybe you don't want to do that anymore. Maybe you want to have something more stable. Either that, or if you haven't been going out and partying and stuff like that, or they haven't, you or them miss going out and having that party time. So let's see how what barriers are perhaps keeping distance in this relationship or between you two. Okay, so someone is coming out of a time of being very hurt. Someone, either you or the person that you're dealing with, or maybe it's both of you, someone had something happened, and I think it looks like it was in the past, that in the past they were really hurt by someone, and they felt kind of betrayed. Maybe they trusted someone in the past, and now they feel like, and that person betrayed their trust, took advantage of them, whatever. They got stabbed in the back by someone. So they still have that wound within them to where they don't want to trust people anymore because they did definitely have that wound within them where they didn't want to trust people anymore because they felt like everyone was like that, and if they open up to people, or if they trust someone, that they're going to betray their trust. But it looks like whoever was going through that, it's still there. It's definitely still like something that maybe is on their mind, but it doesn't seem like they are as affected by it anymore, and they're kind of coming out of that time. So they were super maybe closed off towards you, or you had been super closed off towards them due to some past hurt that one of you guys had, and so now someone is releasing that and moving towards a more trusting place with the people in their lives, or maybe with themselves. Maybe they did something that betrayed themselves and they felt like they couldn't trust themselves, so they were kind of putting themselves on restriction, things like that. So, but they're definitely coming out of that. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, of that happening to the person that you're dealing with, or if it was you. But it looks like it's something that is healing now, but that was definitely something that was a barrier within this relationship. And if this person is healing from that, or you are, that's something that's kind of taking away from the energy that can be given to this connection because of that. So, let's see what the communication is going to be in the future. Alright, so this card is a very positive card. This is the 6 of Wands. So it looks like whatever happened here, whatever barriers there was, it looks like someone is going to completely persevere above that. And there is some hope within this connection, within this relationship for this person. This person could have just gone through some kind of transformative period of their life, or maybe you just went through something that was very transformative and could have been somewhat dark. You could have felt weighed down by your life and the things around you, or this person was feeling very weighed down, like they didn't have the energy that they normally do, or something like that. And now, whoever was going through that is in a phase of coming out above that and seeking greater things in life. Like, it looks like this person, and I think that this was the same person, so if this was you who was dealing with some trust issues because of something that happened in the past, then it looks like you, or if this was the other person, whoever that was, is seeking things that are greater. They're seeking positivity. They're coming out of this place of being stuck or feeling stuck in their head, and they're basically on a pursuit of happiness. They're seeking greater things. Or within this connection, they're seeking to make things better with you, to make this connection better in any way that it could be, to grow with you, things like that. So there could be a lot of conversation in the future about things of positivity and how maybe both of you guys can improve on how you treat each other, or if someone hasn't talked in a long time, they're going to come forward and be like, let's make things right, let's grow, let's do the best that we can, having some kind of energy for life again and trusting people. Okay, so I'm just going to pull one card for if this person isn't in communication with you right now. So this is for a very specific set of people, but if you guys aren't talking right now, I am going to pull a card to see perhaps why you aren't talking. So if this person that you are watching this reading about hasn't talked to you recently, it could be because they feel like they don't have, maybe something happened between you guys where now they feel like they don't have, maybe they just don't know exactly what to say. It looks like they do have something to say to you and they do want to communicate with you or talk to you, but they're just not exactly sure how to put the words together, or they're kind of in a place right now where they feel like they can't manifest this situation. They feel like, or you feel this way as well, like almost like there's no hope in this situation, even though there might be, or you can see hope in it, or they can see hope in it, but they just don't know exactly how to get to where they want to be in this situation. So they don't have all the materials necessary within their life or within themselves to make this happen at the present moment. So if you guys aren't talking, that's probably why. That's all the cards there. Why? What else could I pull? So we could say, okay, now we could say how this person views you. So how does this person see you? This person that you're dealing with sees you as someone who is very just, and like you have a good balance of good and evil on your side, basically. Like it seems like this person is aware of both your shadow side and, or like your ego or whatever, and the more, the shadow side, and then, you know, the other side of you that isn't, that's maybe more refined, or the good side, or whatever you would consider to be the good or bad side of people. It seems like this person sees both in you, and they think that you have a good balance of it. Like maybe some people have, you know, more, seems like they can have more dark to them, or some people seem like they have more light to them. But this person sees you as someone who has a good balance of the two, in that you deal with situations in a way that is very just. And yes, so they see you as someone who doesn't do things unfairly. So if you are protecting yourself and stuff like this, or you are protecting your energy, and that could just be a general note for you, or you feel like you aren't safe in this situation, or you're scared to give too much to this situation, this person sees that that you aren't someone who's just going to take and not give anything back, because they see you as just. And how do you see this person that you're dealing with? Oh, okay, it's really this card. You see this person that you're dealing with as someone who works really hard to get what they want. Someone who's very determined, and someone who's very, you see them as someone who's super like powerful, and they could have a lot of money, or they could be really work oriented. So you see this person as someone who, if they want something, they're determined to get it, and you could see them as someone who is somewhat emotionally balanced, or balanced in their finances, someone who is quite stable financially. That's what you see them as. But it looks like you also see them as someone who's very vibrant, and someone who's very like, has a lot to them, has a lot of dimension. You see them, you don't see them as just like one thing, or as one characteristic. You see them as someone who's very complex. Okay, so this is my first time doing a reading like this, or in this style where I'm just choosing a card for everything. So that's why I'm kind of thinking of things. But I'm going to say, I'll pull a card to say how this will progress in the future, this relationship. So it looks like the bond between you guys is going to strengthen in the future, and you guys will be more put together. You guys could maybe even have a family together. This seems like this is going to be something that is long lasting, what's in your life. It doesn't seem like this is something that's temporary, like this tree takes a long time to grow, and it looks like you'll have growth within this relationship. And honestly, these cards are all very good. The only thing that I would say is make sure that you're protecting your energy and yourself and watching after yourself in your own things. Don't be too focused on, of course it's good to focus on your person, and it's natural when you like someone or you care for someone or you love them or whatever, it's natural to have some kind of focus and your attention on them. But I think it's important for you now to focus on, to bring more focus to yourself and what is necessary in your life, what you need to take care of, maybe your finances, maybe you need to you need to be mindful of your thoughts, maybe you need to be mindful of how you clean your house, or if you're not keeping, if you're not keeping your stuff in order in line, then just put a little more attention to that. And because it looks like this person is going to be coming towards you anyways, and they want you. They're like, their sights are set on you still, so you can still have the time to focus on yourself and still be with this person. And if anything, I think that will help the future growth in this relationship. And if you're stable and hopefully they're stable, then you could be in a place where you could continue to grow, and things like betrayal in the past and stuff like that won't be getting in the way of your relationship or how you treat each other. You know what I mean? Alright, so I'm going to pull two cards here. So I'm going to pull an Atlantis card, and I'm going to read this from the book. I love these cards. I love these cards so much. So this is just some general advice. Oh wait, hold on. Just like this. So this is just some general advice to you, maybe that you need to hear, or some advice to help you within this relationship, to help you grow like this in the future and have a strong bond, long-standing bond with this person. So, like this. Oh my gosh, trust. This is on the bottom of the deck too, and it's like flipped over. I think it's because I was reading it before, but then I just looked and it came through. I had a feeling that this card was for this deck because of this here, this trust issues that someone was dealing with in the past. So I'm going to read this for you now. Disappointment often takes us to a state in life where the erosion of our faith in self, others, or the source occurs. Uriel is gently reminding you to practice belief, faith, and trust, for they are the three I don't know this word. Concomitants of love. Okay, they are the three concomitants of love. Simply say a gentle prayer to Uriel, the source, asking to develop the muscle of trust and to take away the fever of the untrust. Just like the soaring summits of wonderful, trusting Everest, you will once more spring forward with joy in your step. Like this here. See? You may always trust the angels, for they love for the sake of love. Chant Ha through your heart chakra to stimulate heart tingles and a resurgence of trusting fibers to fill your life. So just, focus on, even though you may be betrayed, and it's of course important to be wise who you trust what with. Still, it's not saying just go trust everyone with everything, but just focus on healthy trust with people to help you in this relationship or this love interest or whatever. So I'm going to pull one of these. So, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So this is something that could also have to do with trust. Maybe you opened up to someone, like I said, or they opened up to someone and it was like they got betrayed. whoever they opened up to was no good for them. But I think genuinely that you can trust this person that you're dealing with how you're feeling and where you're at, like headspace wise. I think you can talk to them and open up with them about it and have a heart-to-heart conversation, and trust that they'll hear you and understand you, and that they won't judge you, because I don't think that this person is going to judge you. I think that this person will appreciate you letting them know where you're at, or if this person is the one who is having these trust issues, then perhaps they're going to come to you with a heart-to-heart conversation, kind of explaining maybe why they have been acting the way they've been acting towards you lately. Alright, so thank you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope you enjoy whatever day or night you're in today or tonight.